And I will tell you right now that what's to come, some of the stuff has not been done on television before. So it's very exciting.
Let's go!
How are you, gorgeous ladies? How you doing?
We're
Hi.
good. You're gorgeous too.
Yeah.
Oh,
JAMAIS.
thank you so much. Obrigado, Laisla. It's so good to be here with both of you. So good that we have a Canadian slash Brazilian actress in Lioness. Such a powerful show, right? Congratulations to you two. Both of you are amazing in the show. And what I love about Lioness is that the show tackles all sorts of subjects such as loyalty, honor, love, and justice. To you two, what aspect in the show makes it stand out from other productions on streaming?
You want to go, Jenny, or
You can start, Mama.
I think what makes the show stand out is how real and raw it is. I think they do a really great job with capturing that the authenticity of that world, of how selfless people have to be in order to protect the collective. And I think there's something really special about that.
Nice.
Also, it's incredible what this show has is that there's so many women in power in this show that is not being portrayed in other shows. Like, you're really seeing what it's like to be a woman in power, just having to deal with so much family life, but also this type of self-sacrificing work life is a lot. It's dynamics that haven't been explored before.
Completely agree with you, with both of you. And I love what you mentioned about that, the femininity that we have in this show, Genesis, because when we're talking about women working in the police force, it's a whole other thing, because we're not talking about the female side of being a woman working in the police force, but also all the challenges that the women face are different from other men. And I wanted to know from you two, how this show portrays that in a way that shows those female characters in a very strong light, but at the same time, we also have some very strong and amazing male characters as well. And we have this perfect balance in the show. And I wanted to know from you, what's the secret of this balance of the show?
I think that's in Taylor's writing. He's just such a brilliant writer. I mean, the man can do no wrong when he writes. We're always chomping at the bit when we get the scripts. He's really great. He's a prolific writer. He's really good at writing these intricacies that you're talking about. I know with the men and with the women, with Cruz, for example, we have someone who's very, very tough exterior and soft interior. And so that is the range in all the characters, I would say, is something beautiful that every single character gets to explore.
What about you, Genesis?
I fully agree with Liza. I mean, it's Taylor. It's Taylor. We're so lucky because they're such fully fleshed out characters. And at least with Josie, she's really just two different people when she's in the air and when she's on the ground. She is just like actual thunder. She's exploding with emotions and vulnerability, but when it comes to being up in the air, she's in control and she is quiet and powerful. And that's the beauty, we're not black and white. People aren't black and white, and we have so much to play. We have a whole world of gray in this show, and that's the blessing for an actor when we get to play all the nuances.
Yeah, the show is very layered. And as Liza said, Taylor Sheridan does such a great job as a writer. He's been writing some of the most popular shows. It's Yellowstone, which is like a huge fan favorite, not only in the US, but also in Brazil. I wanted to know from you two, how was it working with him? How was it collaborating with him? And did you guys have space to work the character together while you were shooting the episodes? Like, I think we can do something here, something there. How was that collaborating process?
Taylor used to be an actor and an acting coach. So any notes he has, you soak in like a sponge. In terms of working with him as a director, he moves quick. He moves quick. I don't know how he does everything that he does. I think he operates on a different plane. And so when you're working with someone like that, it's more about, because they're such a genius, it's more about keeping up. So you got to be 5 steps ahead of him. You got to be ready to go. And I think if you are, and if you can go in that journey with him, it's an exhilarating experience. You leave with such a rush. Gosh, I think of our last episode, Genesis, like, woo, when you finish shooting a scene.
It's so true.
It's I think it's more about keeping up than anything else. It's a beautiful experience to work with him.
Nice. And one of the things that I really love about Lioness is the physicality. We have some amazing action sequences. Sometimes it feels like we're watching like American Sniper. We have that same American Sniper vibe, which is such an amazing movie from Clint Eastwood. Tell me about the physicality. How was it preparing for your characters? Did you do your own stunts? How much of that you guys did? Tell me, I want to know. Tell me the tea. Tell me the tea. I want to know everything.
I'm going to tell you the tea, because this girl, honey, at the gym, she is a super star. Her body totally transformed and she's incredible.
I like the gym. Like the gym, I had no idea. I love the gym.
And I love my job. So I would look at her and she was like thriving at the gym. And I'm like, but it was really great actually to be able to do it together.
We did. You were so cute working out. It really was the best. We had the best experience in terms of like life experience. We trained together. We went to boot camp together. We flew in helicopters. We got to experience so much life because of this show, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice. And do you feel sore for all of that exercise? Because like I'm a gym girl, but what you guys
I
did
can see your shoulders. I see those shoulders, and those are gym shoulders, my girl.
Gosh, but you guys did in season 2. Oh my God, that's such a nice compliment. That's why we want it.
Those are good.
But did you guys got injured during the shooting of the episodes? How was that? Because there's a lot of action sequences, right?
Yeah, we're really
Thank
lucky.
God I did not.
Yeah.
No, everything was done so safely, and so everyone is on point and making sure that nobody is getting hurt on everything. We have the best of the best, like prepping us, rehearsals. We had a lot of rehearsal times and all of our, like swiping the rooms and all this stuff. Like we never ever felt like we weren't prepared when we got there, thankfully.
Yeah. And a bunch of training too, so that your body is ready to withstand everything that it has to do on the day. I think that's when the training, there is the aesthetic portion of the training, which is like the coolest part, of course.
Yeah.
But there's the physical aspect, which is survival of a work day with those heavy weapons and having to run in 110-degree it's Fahrenheit, it's Celsius in Brazil, right? So what is that? It's like 40 heat. And we're really lucky. Our trainer, Duffy Gaver, was incredible. And as we were starting to shoot outside a lot, he would make us train in the heat as well. So he was always kind of maneuvering it so that we would be able to seize the day at work, which is really beautiful.
And both of you have a background with superheroes. Liza has a background with Lock and Key, and Genesis has a background with Umbrella Academy, which is also one of my favorite TV shows. So how that background somehow helped you build your character in this new show? Did you guys bring anything special, anything you guys learned from those previous shows to this new show?
I had mine's completely different experience.
Me too.
I was like, I wish I could say yes, but
I feel like Sloan is gone.
Yeah, but that's what I love about acting. It's actually what I seek in every role, is that I want it to be completely different. Genesis, I don't know what your experience was, but yeah, you probably did a lot of green screen too, right?
Yeah.
There's something so interesting about green screen because you feel very lonely and like nothing's happening, but then when
Really.
you watch it at the end, it's so cool. Whereas I
Yeah.
feel like in an action show, everything's happening in real time, and
That
while we're shooting, we have to like control our faces to not react because everything's just happening where it's all so different characters, different experience, but it all I think adds to our toolbox.
And in terms of production value, we're talking about a show with such a high production value. It feels like we're watching like a 7 episode movie, which is amazing because it not only makes our experience so much more real, but like it takes us to your character's journey, which is so amazing. Tell me about the production value. How was it being in those locations where you guys were? How was that experience?
To be honest with you, sometimes when I'd get to set and I'd see all the things that were on set, I'm like, I can't believe this is a TV show. Like it just didn't, it was so massive. All of the props and people and all of the things and gizmos and gadgets that they had. I'm like, wow, this is beyond a TV show. And I feel like what you say, it doesn't feel like it. When we were on the set, it didn't feel like it either.
And in a scale from 1 to 10, this is our last question. A scale from 1 to 10, in terms of action and danger, how much do we have of action and danger in Lioness season 2? From 1 to 10.
Like 20.
That 100% 20. And I will tell you right now that what's to come, some of the stuff has not been done on television before. So it's very exciting.
Oh my God. One spoiler. Can you give one spoiler for our audiences?
No, never.
Our jobs, and we would like
No.
we would like
For the Brazilian fans, live love, please. Nothing.
não posso, você tá doida.
Okay, girls, thank you so much. I'm so excited for
Thank
season
you.
2. Congratulations. Show. It's such a beautiful, amazing, empowering show. And what I really love about Lioness is the fact that we have like some very kick-ass scenes, both with women and men. And we have like, this is a chef's kiss show. I've been missing a good television action show with some female leads, and it girls just nailed it. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Obrigada.
Do you love your country?
I am serving my country right now.
Your country needs more.